This is Kalamunda Bus Station. Kalamunda Bus Station is located approximately 30 kilometers from Perth by road on the eastern foothills of Perth at the edge of the metropolitan area, being the most eastern transit station in Perth. It is a very simple bus station located on Mead Street right next to the Kalamunda shopping centre. It only has 4 stands and is currently served by 8 routes, although the first half of this video will be what the bus station used to be like before the airport line opened, which was a much improved experience for passengers here, with it being one of the biggest benefits of the airport line to better connect Kalamunda. So here you can see the old routes, including a once-a-day 291 service to Gooseberry Hills, services to Wollaston Kalamunda Bus Depot, services to Elizabeth Quay via Oat Street Station, and then services via Great Eastern Highway to Elizabeth Quay, which were the 295, 296 and 299. There was also a service to Midland Station and a service to Maddington Station, although that one was pretty scarce. And then you can see all these schools around here, many different schools within Lesmurdy and Kalamunda, which the routes also can extend to and serve as well. And then there was also the 288, which came through Forestfield and came up to this bus station. So you can see the whole timetable here. On weekdays it looks pretty okay, but then Saturdays is like bad, and Sunday in public holiday, oh, that is so bad. You get like 15, 18 services in the entire day at this important bus station, serving a large residential area up in the hills. So you can see this stand is for the main routes from Perth City, which extended out to other places within Kalamunda, like the bus depot, the schools and such. And then the next stand was for the routes 282 and 283 to Perth City, which before the airport line opened, did a very strange loop around the shopping centre and then along some other streets before leaving. And you can see there was only about 6 services a day on the 283 really, or thereabouts, which is pretty scarce as well. And then on the other side of this sort of island concrete platform, there was also the 295 and 299 down to Elizabeth Quay, which were the exact same route, just the 295 is limited stops used during peak hour. Went all the way down the hill along Great Eastern Highway and then past Bearswood and Victoria Park. You can see it took almost an hour to get to the bus station. But what the hell was that? Why does it say that the 299 takes less time than the 295 when the 295 is meant to be limited stops? What? I don't understand. Anyway, so you can see it really took a really long time to get up here if you lived here. In peak hours it could take you an hour and 20-30 minutes, even if you had bad luck on the bus with the traffic, to get from the city to here by a long, slow, winding bus. Very annoying, and it felt like so out of reach and far away. But it has greatly improved since the airport line opened, which you will see soon. So now we've exited on the other exit of the bus station, which you can see right there, the sign for the bus station. And you can just come up here. There's a little car park here, but this is actually part of the shopping center and not a Transperth car park. But I've still seen people park there to use the bus because I don't think there's any parking restrictions. And then on the other side here, past this little bush, there's actually a Dome Café right here next to the bus station and the small car park here as well. And now that Dome Café, it's very cozy and nice cafe to be in, especially late in the evening. Every time I've come here so far, I've gone in there after coming to the bus station, especially like 7-8 p.m. It's so nice to be so far away from the city, at least before the airport line opened, and then go all the way down with a bus and head back down the hill. Very nice. So that's another bonus of this. And then here there's this little toilet which we can quickly take a look inside. Not very nice, full of mosquitoes, smelly and dark. So that's not really a great place. But at least there is some form of toilet right near to the bus station. And now we're back on the other side again, and we've almost completed a full loop around. So I'm not exactly sure when this bus station opens, since it is just basically a few extra stands on the side of the road, not really any building as such, so there's not any information on that. However, in 2009 it was redeveloped with better bus shelters, new stands, better accessibility, better lighting, better signage, greatly improved to be what it is now, instead of just an even worse combination of stands on the side of the road. And there we have a bus coming in now. So that's about it now. You've seen it all. It's just a little thing in the side, in the center of Kalamunda. Now honestly, I don't even get the point of the 4 stands here, because at most of them, if a bus waits there, it blocks other buses from passing. And this bus station, I've never seen more than 3 or 4 buses at it at a time. And most of them are usually in layover anyway, so it doesn't seem very necessary. And now just walking out of the bus station here, you can see this massive yellow sign which shows all the different routes. Like this has got to be the biggest combination of direction markers anywhere on the network. And then you can see the next bus stop is actually right up there where those cones are out of the bus station. It's very close by, and that one has a lot of route serving. Like all the routes that come out of the bus station, almost all of them go to that bus stop, and then that bus stop is full jam-packed of routes. So bus station really doesn't seem necessary, to be honest. It could just be a stand on the side of the road, but at least we got something bigger for this town. One final little look at the station now, with one bus parked here in the evening. You can see it's right now like 5:30 p.m. and really there's only peak services coming from the city every 20 minutes or so. Very few services going back down. It's like hourly, so not good frequency at all before the airport line opened. And now we're going to watch a few of the old bus clips, and then we're going to see what the bus station looks like after the airport line and how it's improved with services straight to High Wycombe. And here we are, Kalamunda Bus Station. This is now after Airport Line opening. The video that you saw until now was obviously before it opened with all the old routes. Now everything has changed. Look, stand 4 now only has one route, which is the fast 275 to High Wycombe station, taking only around 15 minutes. It's a very easy way to get to High Wycombe now. And then here's the board for the bus times, which you can see have definitely improved since the opening, since what you just saw previously. A lot more frequent now at like 5 p.m. Look at that. Much better. Here's the new map. Everything has changed about this too. So the old 291 is now called the 274. There's the 307, which you can take over to Midland Station. And then there's the 2 routes down to High Wycombe. The 276 being a slower one, like that, and then over there. And then you can take 275 as the replacement for the 295 over to Kalamunda Bus Depot / Wollaston. And then there's still the 279, 282 and 283, which travel down towards the Armadale line, either Maddington or Oat Street. Those haven't changed, but they have changed as they no longer go around the shopping center here or on this road, which is now served by a very stupid bus called 273, which just does a tiny little loop there. A tiny little loop just to serve that section, which is not served anymore, which I made a whole separate video about before the changes and after the changes, which I'll link both in the corner in the next few seconds, and you can go and watch those. Anyway, let's look around the rest of the bus station. Stand 1 over here is still for the 279, 282, 283, and yeah, those services down to the Armadale Line and Perth. Then we got the new stand 2 over here, which is for the 275 to Wollaston, the extension of the 276 to Kalamunda High School, and the 273 loop bus, which is extremely frequent for what it does. Yeah, so this 273 they really just use as a filler service, because in the afternoon peak you've got many buses coming up every 12 minutes, both 275 and 276 up to this bus station, and then but down they only go every half an hour or even hourly or so. So instead of like running down not in service to the High Wycombe, they just do the 273 while they wait to do the next service down. Some of them still run not in service, some of them just return to the depot, mainly the 275 to Wollaston, so that's how it works. 276 does 273, then either goes not in service or like every second one, or does 276 back while 275 heads to the depot. So there's that one, 273. Then the final stand, which we haven't checked, see, so that 273 right there, I came up with it on a 276, came here, did a 273, one quick loop, absolutely no one used it, it was a pointless route. Now it's doing 276 back down. Anyway, this is filmed a few months after the first half of the video, so yeah, the last new route on stand 2 or 3, where the 276 is yeah, of course the 274, which now actually operates twice a day, like the old 291, and extends to Kalamunda High School on one of those 2 trips, which are actually only spaced about 20 minutes apart. And then you also have 206, as I just said, down to High Wycombe, and 307 to Midland. That's pretty much it for the new stands now. Much more simplified, not like all the services we had before, 295, 296, 299. And mainly what they've done is everything that was before 29 has now just become 27 with the same ending number. And that's pretty much it. 291 has moved over to Midland now, not here anymore, so that's why it had to be renumbered. And also that sign is now much smaller, not like 10 routes which were on it before. Here is a much improved first stop out of Kalamunda Bus Station, now only listing the 274, which is only twice a day anyway. The 2 main routes to High Wycombe, very useful, and the new 307 extension, which goes all the way to Midland. Well, no longer extension, I mean. Yep, this is very close to Kalamunda Bus Station, as you can see right there. Okay, so everything you just heard in that after bit of the video was me talking there when I filmed it for the second time. As I said, it's a much better connection now. Only a 15-minute bus ride on the 275, which was a partial replacement for the 295, down to High Wycombe Station. Then you can take the airport line and be in the city within 35 minutes. So it basically shaved an hour off the travel time during peak hours. It's amazing how much better connected it is now. Now it does not feel so out of reach to get up here, and you can go here more often, which is why I really like this place, because it's up in the hills, surrounded by bushland, but there are a nice little town feeling here. You get a great view down at the city. You have the cozy Dome Café next to the bus station, and you have still not too much of a service, so it doesn't feel busy. Very cozy up here, and I really like coming up here just for relaxation, really. So I'm actually gonna say this is my favorite bus station on the network, but it's not because of the bus station itself. It's just where it's located and the vibe around here, I guess. Although the bus station itself is pretty trashy if you look at it, just a few stands, not a building as such. So in terms of facilities and that, it is going to get a rating of 1 star. Not very great. But as I said, the feeling of the bus station here and the town itself, very nice, which is why I really like this place in terms of that. I know that's very contrasting, but still, it's, yeah, that's just how it is. A minimalistic bus station for a small town up here. And I know that it doesn't need more facilities. That's why I'm like, because of this town, but still I'm just rating it based off comparisons with other stations, even if it doesn't require that much more. Although maybe a toilet and a bigger shelter would be nice, you know, like a proper toilet on the bus station premises. And with that, we've now heard that my favorite bus station is here, and my favorite train station is very nearby too. The best connection to it is from this bus station now, no longer Midland Station like it used to be. So really looks like the east of the city is doing great in terms of transit stations. A beautiful modern new High Wycombe station, and then this bus station is, as I said, minimalistic, but still a lovely area to be in, so very appreciated.
Like, could you explain?
Yeah.
Could you explain the point? Riley, move. Can you explain the point of like filming here?
You shouldn't do that.
I know. Do you think he's gonna hurt himself?
He could.